Another day, and of course another crit race. You're probably thinking, did you race Thruxton on Monday night? Well, I didn't race Thruxton. I rode round there pretty leisurely with a few little spikes. So we're going again. It's Wednesday night and we're hitting up the Mountbatten World Championships. So we are back going full gas in circles and only turning left tonight. But the weather's looking mega because I'm on the pre-race ride, aka spin to work, and I'm in shorts. So it's going to be a good day. But I am honestly ashamed of my race at Thruxton on Monday night, and I was actually more proud of myself when I got spat out the back the week before. And I said to Sarah after Monday night at Thruxton that that style of racing is just not for me. That's probably why I love cross. I love giving it the beans, going full gas and getting a good workout in, which brings me on to tonight's plan. I am going to shut down gaps, I am going to do a bit of work, and I'm probably, I'll put it out there, I might even try a little attack myself.
Naughty, naughty, you teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
I do not care if I get dropped. I just want to go there, have a good smash. I don't care about the results, and feel like I've come away hitting up a hard race. So a little spin to work, and then I'll catch you after work for race time. Look at this, absolutely mega weather for a bike race. Got the rocket on commentary tonight.
No, you're filming, not
Commentary,
commentary.
easy tiger. I am number 100 this week. The rocket complained when she had to use pins. My skin suit now doesn't require pins, and she's complaining again. You can't win with the woman. But warm up time in a second, then we're going to give it full gas tonight, full gas. Here we go then, race time at the Wednesday Night World Champs, and a pretty chilled start as you can see here, just rolling through. But my main goal was tonight was just to get a good session in, try some new things, have a few whacks off the front, give it the berries and see how it went. So first few laps, pretty chilled, as you can see, and then I start coming up to the front doing some work. I'm really not interested in the result tonight. I just want to get a good training session in, so I don't care if I'm on the front. I am going to bust my balls, see what I can do. And just here I had a few goes where I tried to just roll the dice off the front. They were probably closing me back in here, and then I think I try and ramp it up again round this section, but nothing. They obviously close it down straight away, but nothing makes you feel more superhuman than going off the front for a split second. But then someone else went off the front, and these attacks were just getting shut down straight away, really. And I think a lot of people were just, you can see I'm on the front here closing it down, helping close it down. But I think a lot of people were just like interested in the sprint tonight. And there was only like 10 of us, so all of us were in the points. But it ended up being pretty chilled. I was sitting around the front, and it all started to kick off like towards the end of the race. So a few more guys just trying to whack it off the front, but nothing was getting away. But in all honesty, I was just having fun, and like, I didn't think I was going to be able to get away and hold it, but I kept trying, and that was a good thing about it. And I was sitting at the front, getting a good session in, so that's what it was about tonight. The Satonia guy here whacked it pretty hard, and it got a little bit grippy here, because I'd obviously been doing them efforts and stuff, so we had to shut him down, but of course it all come back together. So we're coming into the last sort of like 5 minutes now. I'm still at the front, and this next clip I'm going to play the last 3 laps in full, because this is where I turned into true thinking I was a legend. I'm on the right hand side here, and I just decided to, there's no surprise, I was already near the front. I decided to absolutely whack it full beans with 3 laps to go. So you can see I'm off the front. I've got a bit of a gap, but I got round that other side, and I was like, I knew I couldn't hold it. I hit the headwind. I was like, oh boy, your man's not got the power for this. But I kept it going best I can, but everyone just shut it down straight away. And this is the best bit. So just here I ease up knowing I haven't got it, and I have put it on an absolute plate for Fletcher here. As soon as I sit up, he whacks a counter with 2 to go. I mean, I've given him a knife and fork plate for this win here. But I knew he was going to go with 2 to go because he had done it the week before and took the win. So I was assuming he was going to go again. So I thought with 3 to go, I'll roll the dice, see what I can do. But boy, did he get a gap. Obviously, everyone sat up after my attack. He's given it the absolute beans, and fair play. Look at this gap he's got. And I'm not joking, even holding 2 laps round here is mad impressive. He must have been putting out some serious power. But you can see I've done my attack and now I'm back on the front trying to close this down. And I was absolutely shelled, I'm not going to lie. I knew coming round this corner, it was completely game over for me. We weren't going to shut down Fletcher. Look at the gap he's put into us. And just here, this is when I knew it was game over for me. Everyone was ramping it up for the sprint. And I just knew there was no chance that I was out sprinting anyone. After the effort I put in to try and attack with 3 to go, and then I was trying to shut it down. But I mean, Fletcher got the win, mad respect for that. Absolute flyer of the last 2 laps for the win. Everyone else coming through the bunch sprint, me coming over the line in grandad mode, but I got a mega little workout in, and it is great to try and go off the front like a superhero. And you just don't get a better feeling than going off and feeling like a legend. But it wasn't over there for the world champs on Wednesday. I decided to put my big boy pants on and jump in the E123 race. And boy, oh boy, was this eye-opening. It was a great experience for me. But Jesus, these boys can put down some power. They tore my legs to shreds. When they go, it is seriously painful. So it started off pretty mellow, but then once people start whacking it and giving it the berries, the surges are ridiculous. And I'm not quite there yet, but like you can see, they go off the front, and if you're not glued to the matey's wheel in front of you, if you can't smell his rear end, then you are not close enough. As soon as I let a gap open up, it is game over for me. But attacks start going, it gets strung out, and the attacks are relentless. So like, someone will go off the front, as soon as it gets brought back, another 3 go off the front, and you're just like, settle down, please. I was like 2 minutes into the race, looking round, thinking, take me back to the 3rd cat race. It doesn't look overly fast, but it's the surges. Like when there's someone trying to get in a break, the surges are ridiculous. And then people start trying to bridge over. Gaps are trying to get closed. You can see there people trying to bridge over. And it just wrecked me. But there was like a group of 5 or 6 that got away. Super strong boys. The power they had was ridiculous. And you can see other people trying to shut it down, bridge across. And they were really strong. They managed to, I mean, it was probably only like 10 minutes in. This group here managed to lap the whole field, like ridiculously strong lads. You can see them just there coming. They're just behind us now coming into the picture. So they lapped the whole field, and that wasn't good enough for them. They start putting the hurt on again. So obviously they jumped back on the front, stringing it out. You can see how strung out it's got here, single file. And I think we're about 20 minutes in now, and this is where it went to absolute hell for me. You can see gaps have opened up. I have let a gap open up and absolutely sold my soul to try and close that gap. I shouldn't have done that, but I managed to close it. And I knew if one of these boys goes again, it is totally game over for me right now, because I was an absolute shell of a man at this point after closing that gap. And then what do? They go again. Look at the gaps that have opened up. Gaps everywhere. And yet again, me being the numpty I am, I let a gap open up. Not a big one. Just here, I've paused it. A small gap opens up, and I know it's game over. I'm looking round thinking, someone come round me, someone come round me. And that was it. Totally wrecked. These boys have some power. So I survived about 20 minutes in this race. I got dropped off the back. Look how strung out, and there's just bodies everywhere. The pace was ridiculous. But like, I got spat out the back. You can see here, just gaps everywhere, just people clinging on for dear life trying to shut it down, and I'm still trying to shut it down thinking you can do this, like 10 more seconds, and you can see the pace just easing in front, but I didn't manage to get back on, so I took a lap out. The commissaires said, yeah, you can jump back on the back, which was really nice of them. So once the boys come past me, as long as I wasn't getting involved and in the way of all the proper racers, I jumped on the back just to get a workout in. And after that, the pace eased a bit, but still, boys are just whacking it off the front. And this experience was mega for me. Yeah, I got dropped, technically lapped like once by the peloton and twice by the boys at the front, but feeling what these surges feel like and what these boys are putting out power wise was eye-opening of where I am now, where I need to get to. So it's absolutely mega for that, and it's motivated me to just keep absolutely hammering the training and try and close the gap and maybe be able to hold these boys for a full race. But God, not at the moment, that's not happening. But I got a real good session in. In the end, we, all of us choppers got out of the way. I think it is maybe in a second. You can still see just how strung out it gets here. They're not satisfied with lapping the field, these fast boys. They just want to absolutely bury you and put the hurt on for the full night. Look how strung out it gets. Absolute pain in the legs throughout this, but I loved it. The experience was absolutely class. These are the boys that were in the breakaway that lapped the whole field back on the front, putting the hurt on. But as you can see, it gets strung out, then it eases, then someone goes again. Absolute killer. So yeah, this last little kick, a few of us got ahead, got out the way of the 5 that were going for the sprint, just quickly whacked it over the line, and then you get to see them sprint. Look at the speed and power of them boys. Absolutely incredible. But they had like a bit of a gentleman's agreement to let us get out the way so we weren't like us choppers taking them out in the sprint. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and it was absolutely mega for me to... I tell you what, you feel like superhuman when you're rolling it off the front. I don't know if I'll ever make one of them attacks stick, but it's bloody fun giving it a whack for a minute. I'll upload a picture now that was taken when I tried. It was wicked trying to go off the front, and also the experience you gain going in with these fast boys, mega. I'm probably going to try and do this again because it's just really good training and eye-opening, and the main goal is to try and mix with these boys in the faster race as well. So that is the plan. I hope you've enjoyed this little video and commentary, and I'll catch you in the next one.